My pick for the Cy Young in this year. Finally came around, did something worth noticing. Well, not to mention he's 4-0 on the year. But Jered Weaver throwing the no-hitter against the Twins. Did I inspire you, Jered, by picking you as my Cy Young?
Yeah, I think that's what happened. I think you definitely inspired me to go out there and do what I did yesterday, I guess.
Did you get your cat? Did you get anybody a gift after throwing the no-hitter?
It's in the works right now. I think it's kind of a tradition to get your catcher something, and it's in the works right now, and we'll see what we come up with.
Give me a hint.
It's more than likely going to be some kind of a watch, but that's what Irvin Santana got Bobby Wilson last year, so I think I'm going to follow in those footsteps.
Over, under $1,500 for the watch?
It's going to be probably a little over that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
If it was a perfect game, how much would you have spent?
Oof. I don't know. I guess I'd have to be in those shoes to find out. Hopefully one of these days I'll be able to find out.
When I talked to Umber after he threw his perfect game, I said, did you sense anything before? And he goes, well, my bullpen session wasn't any good at all. And sometimes that happens. You could be good there, bad on the mound, or vice versa. What was it like prior to the game with the Twins?
Bullpen session was great, and sometimes that doesn't lead out there into the game. So I was kind of nervous in that regard, but was able to take what I was doing to the bullpen into the game, and it was one of those rare occasions. But location was good, but a lot of things got to go your way, and that's what happened. The other night, defense played great behind me, and Ionetta was throwing down the right finger. So a lot of things went my way, but it was a special night. It was fun.
But at what point do you say, I'm kind of on tonight, this is different?
Around the fourth inning, I looked up and realized that still had no hits, but you never think it's gonna last that long. In a professional baseball game, you never know what's gonna happen. A little broken bat hit or anything like that. But going out there in the ninth inning, running out there and having the fans chanting your name, and once I got that first out there in the ninth inning, it kind of hits you that this could be possible.
Explain the bathroom superstition. I didn't know you couldn't. Is it the bathroom or just leaving the dugout?
Just kind of changing your routine, not changing anything while you're sitting there in between innings. But when nature calls, you gotta answer that call. And I had to break the superstition part of it and go relieve myself, if you will.
Did anybody say anything?
No, not at all. I'm one of those guys that kind of likes to, be relaxed in between innings and conversate amongst the guys. And the first couple innings it was like that, but as the game went on, I kind of realized that people were kind of trying to stay around me, stay away from me. But I tried to conversate and mess around with the guys as much as possible.
He's Jered Weaver, the Angels starting pitcher, joining us, Dan Patrick Show. Family in the stands. How often are they there for home games?
Mom, Dad, and wife are there all the time. They never miss a home game. They're only about an hour and a half away up there in Simi Valley. So, it's always nice to be able to have them come and check it out, have friends and family there. And, that's one of the main reasons why I stayed here in Anaheim is, to be able to have my friends and family come out and watch. And it's very comforting to know, that they're up there and checking it out.
Hear from any other pitchers around the league after the no-hitter?
I had about 116 text messages after the game, which was a first for me. I've never had that many, but there was some guys that reached out and said their congratulations, which was very nice, no doubt about it.
Now, no hitters. None of the hitters around the league responded to you, did they?
No, definitely no hitters. It was mostly pitchers sending their regards. I
saw TMZ had a little photo of you on your celebration. Were you at the Goat Hill Tavern?
Yeah, there's you can't really hide too much these days, but it was fun to go hang out at a local dive bar, and some of my teammates came and hung out and celebrated a little bit, and it was nice to hang out with the fans as well. And apparently some people were taking some photos, but what are you going to do?
Well, I like the description here. Hours after the no-no of the Twins, the 29-year-old Weaver and fellow Angels pitcher Danny Herron cruised over to the Goat Hill Tavern nearby Costa Mesa and partied their faces off
Our faces are still on. Let's put it that way.
You look like you're feeling no pain there.
It was all right. It didn't go. We didn't go as hard as the photo says, but we definitely had some fun.
What'd you keep from the no-hitter?
Kept obviously the baseball that Spider-Man ran down that ball out there in right field, and he came in and gave me that baseball, and just the lineup card, and I think we're going to have the jersey sent out to Cooperstown, so that's a pretty cool thing as well.
Before I let you go, how happy are the Angels that April is over, considering the way you guys played?
I think everybody is very happy that it's over. It's a new month, and obviously we didn't get off to the start that we anticipated, and the fans anticipated. But that's why we play 162 games. We got so much talent in the locker room, and it's only a matter of time before we get this thing rolling. And I'm looking forward to having that happen. Well,
you got Pujols, and I guess it seems like every one of you guys, when he's at the plate, you feel like he's got to do something or he hasn't done something, and it's almost like you're going through this with him. Is that the feeling with this team?
Yeah, I think he's got a pretty good track record. He's not one of the best players of all time for no reason. People go through through slumps, and he works harder than anybody I've ever been around. He's in the cage hours and hours before the game, trying to work on his stuff. And like I said, he's got a good track record. It's only a matter of time before he gets going, and I'm looking forward to seeing that happen.
Well, congrats, and I'm going to assume back-to-back no-hitters. Has that been mentioned to you since it hadn't been done since Johnny Vandermeer back in the 40s?
Yeah, there's been a couple people that have mentioned it, but I got to face the Twins again, so I don't think the likelihood of that happening. I don't think that's going to happen.
Hey, congratulations on the no-hitter, and good luck. Thank you, Jered.
All right. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
All right. Jered Weaver, Angels pitcher. You put a little pressure on these guys when you pick them for these awards. But, Cy Young, I didn't think that was asking too much. Can he keep his end of the bargain, at 4-0?